Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to another trading week. It is a brand new week, and we are grateful to the Lord Almighty. We are hopeful for another better week. Another better week. Last week was cool. We had some few losing trades. Most of our trades were wins. So we had a great week. We ended the month well, started the new month in a great way, and that was a beautiful one. So let's see how we can continue the month, grabbing some pips as usual. So let me know where you are joining me from. All right, so today has been beautiful. I've already been able to secure about 100 pips this morning on US30, about 50 pips on gold. So basically, I'm not going to be rushing, but of course, I'm here to share with you guys what I'm seeing during this session. So I was able to capture this move on gold. This is pre London, then London Open. We got into that nice move. This, of course, is pre New York, and we had a boom just in a couple of about 30 minutes. It was a buy limit trade. I had my buy limit set up, price pushed out, came triggered, boom. That was it. It hits the TP like a tornado, man. All right, let's see. Okay, so we are just about 9 minutes down to the new 1 hour candle. So let's quickly take a look at the 1 hour time frame to see how things look like right here. We are done with this. Let's just take this out. So so basically the 1 hour time frame, we have done about we have done more than 50% of that candle. Previous candle looks like a marabuzu, and we have done more than 50%, of course, of that previous candle. So we have an area here we should be looking out for. So that would be more or less like a retest on the 1 hour time frame. So we can just jump to the 30 minutes time frame and take a look at how it looks like. So we hit this supply, price just smashed that area, rejected, leaving a little bit of rejection to the top. Mind you, the previous candle left rejection at a demand, also rejection as a supply, or let's say above supply here. So basically, from the look of things, we are still bullish, right? We are still bullish, man. Why don't you want to pick that candle? So from the look of things, we are still bullish, right? So basically, what I want to see is a continuation. Today, we have a little bit of a news coming in. There's a PMI coming in the next 1 hour 51 minutes. So obviously, by 2:30 p.m. GMT, we should see some reaction in the market. If you have been following me for some time, you would understand the concept behind this. Today, I'm not really gonna talk much. I'm not really in the best of health, but because I love you guys, I'm here to serve. I'm here to serve you guys. because it would have been very easy not to hold today's stream. Of course, already down 100 pips on US30, about 50 pips on gold. Man, why should I be watching the charts again? But because of the love, guys, have to be here. All right, so like I said earlier, all things being equal, I'm expecting price to continue bullish. That is technically, so very soon I'm going to be taking a look at the fundamental to see if it aligns. So Friday we had a reaction from NFP price bounce off the demand, and we had a new high formed on Friday. So basically, we saw some correction back to this level. So this basically was the basis for this my nice buy. Of course, my exit point is Monday. You just have to follow basically what price normally does. So we have seen a retest here. So there has been a retest in this area. What's going on there? So we have seen why. Wow. So there has been a retest of this area. So basically that is the same area we saw a drop. Price came back, broke through, did not retest, and this was the time we saw a retest. Of course, it was just necessary for us to see a bullish continuation based off previous candle reaction, or what candle did previously on the hourly time frame. So basically we had this strong two bulls candle taking printing on the chart previously. So basically we still have a new high to take out, because I still look out for price hitting the 38,800 price level. So about 4 minutes to go, so let's take a critical look at a possible entry if the buys will hold. So this is what I'm going to be looking out for a buy continuation. I want to see rejection at this zone. So of course on the 15 minutes the previous sell candle rejected. Right there you can see that rejection, leaving a wick to the downside. Then of course we did see another rejection here to the highs, though it could not break the high of the sell candle. Right, we have seen another rejection right here. So basically the last two candle is giving me a downtrend vibe, something of this sort. You can see what the candle has done so far, giving higher lows, right? Oh sorry, lower highs I mean. So based off this, I still want to see a confirmation of a rejection. I'm not comfortable with this previous rejection, because the candle's body is very healthy. We have an healthy sell candle there, leaving a rejection to the downside, even though it is in a zone with which we are looking forward for a retest, right? So what I still want to see, I want to see price dip down to give a rejection. Then of course probably close bullish. Then I will be more comfortable to go in for a buy. Looking forward for this high to be taken out, and probably price heading all the way to 38,700, because it's Monday. I don't want to overshoot my TP in whichever direction the market is going to go, right? So that's basically my expectation. Of course I'm already done with this 100 pips, so let me take that out so that we can have it clear. So this had done break and retest. So let's step up to 30 minutes time frame and stay there. So this is how it is. Still looking forward for a rejection. I want to see a clean rejection at this zone. Then of course we will be looking out for buys. So I want to see rejection. then shoots to this level. For sell, you want to see this level taken out. If you want to look out for sell, you want to see this 38,500 price level taken out before you can even think of going in for sell. Right. So there is a high for price to challenge. Then of course, maybe if we are going to go bearish, a retest of this level will do. Then of course we can look out for sell. So for today, I'm still bullish technically. So this for me is acting like a retest. It might dip further. I don't really have a problem with that. Until I see a rejection, I am not good to go with this buy. Previous trade that I took, this particular buy, there was a rejection right here. Even with that, I knew that there should be a retest of that broken structure, that is the immediate broken structure, using my zone, and that is exactly what happened on the 5 minutes, even on the 15 minutes. So you could see right there, retest, and boom, that was where I got into the trade. Same thing happened, boom. So it was an easy peasy trade. So I still want to see such characteristics before I can look out for the buy, for this gap to be filled. Right, so gold, this is it. So gold basically has retested where I took my entry earlier. So this was a simple clean trade. We're already in a downtrend. We after taking this loss on Friday, price established a strong bearish volume. We saw a retest of our trend line. So all I needed to do was just to be patient. Structure, you can see price was creating series of lows. So nice accumulation pre-London. So all I knew was price was going to go down, and I just had to step up to my 30 minutes time frame to identify my take profit, and that is right here, and that is where prices actually took us to. So for now, gold, um let me see if there is something catchy about gold at the moment. Trying to get my chart clean up so that it doesn't interfere with my analysis for today. You don't want to have a mind game, man. All right, so so now on gold, we are still strongly bearish, trust me guys. So basically price has done a retest. So price has done a break and retest. So basically this could have been a nice entry point for sales, but of course I didn't pay attention to that. So now what is the expectation? Let's take a look at the higher time frame. So on the higher time frame, if you take a critical look to the left hand side, which is this area right here, for me, I see the possibility of price dipping further down. So I would like to see price test this level. So basically this volume needs to be taken out. So currently we are at a rejection point. If you take a critical look at what happened previously, so we had a strong drop, rejected price, broke the previous low, now closed bullish before we now saw price continue in the opposite trend, which was bullish, right? So basically, I would not see this structure and still expect price to automatically go bullish right now. I'm just going to be patient for a dip to 2016 price level or any level. So let me just mark the demand. All right. So I would like to see price dip into this zone. Then of course, if we have a rejection in that area, then I would consider a potential buy. But for now, I'm still looking at this chart bearish. So this is US30 as earlier said. So you can see the new 1 hour candle is still dipping further. So that's why I said that for me, the best would be to see a rejection before I could engage. So I'm just gonna be patiently waiting to see how it eventually turns out. Then of course I will decide if I should engage or not. For now, there is no setup. So you are neither buying, you are neither selling. So you got to wait. You gotta be patient, man. So like let me just say this. For those of us that are really interested in making money off US30. So let me give you this time so that you can do your research. So basically, go back into the chat. Look at this time, 11 a.m. GMT to 11:45 GMT. Okay. Then also look at 1:15. I'm gonna erase this as soon as possible. So if you are not online now, sorry. 1:15 p.m. GMT to 3:15 p.m. GMT. So basically, this is a good time for you to look at for setup on US30. Now, this buy that took place with ease happened at 11:30. Look at that. With ease. So even if I didn't have a buy stop, or sorry, a buy limit, I could have easily buy instantly using the 5 minutes time frame, which was a perfect instant execution. So we have this candle, the 11:30, retested the zone, push back, close bullish, and the next candle just had to continue bullish. So it was as simple as that, but not very simple because this has taken a whole lot of practice, some losses, and eventually we get to understand the timing and how to uh, take advantage of it. All right. All what you need is a setup that has at least 70% win ratio because there is no system that is 100%. There is no holy grail. The trader is the holy grail in the sense that your ability to master yourself is the holy grail. That is what it is. So just go back in time and you will see exactly what I mean by this time. 11 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. GMT, 1:15 p.m. to 3:15 p.m. GMT. Just do your back test, come back and tell me what you found out. If you want to be a profitable day trader, you must apply what we mean refer to as timing. You mustn't trade all the time. You mustn't trade all the time. You need to identify a time that fits your schedule and try to master the setup that forms within that time. That is the only way you can stay above waters as a day trader. Day trading is one of the most difficult type of trading. So make sure you incorporate timing into your system, and that is what makes the difference. So like I said, gold, I'm still expecting price to drop towards this zone. Then the reaction I will see here will kind of give me an heads up if there would be need for an expectation for price to correct bullish, right? So previous price action might replay here. As I always tell anyone that comes across my training room, that market is like a bad student. It will always repeat. I'm going to repeat that for free. Market is like a bad student. It will always repeat. So as soon as you understand that, the better for you as a trader. So let's see if we can have a drop to that level, then probably expect some correction. So US30 is still bullish, still bullish. So the only time, like I said, I can be looking out for sell is when we are back in the sell zone. So this is sell, this is sell. So when we are below this area, so it means that we are back into the sell zone. So you have a nice close, probably a retest. Then of course we can look forward for the sell. For now, you can see price is still trading above this trend line. So it is still bullish and price is still trading above this structure. This is a demand zone, right? So it is still bullish for me. So let me just look at the fundamental to see if we can have something that aligns with our technical bias. All right. So there are basically three companies I always look out for. Though we have top five, but there are three that always give me key to the direction of the market, at least in the next 1 hour to 1 hour 30 minutes, depending on the timing. So let me check. Okay. Okay, so the figures here are not too much. All right, so if you look at it critically, it's like we are in a balanced market, meaning that we are in a flat market. So there's a probability that price could go bullish, could go bearish, looking at this. But when you come back to the charts, right, then you consider this range from the bounce off point to the high This is like a range that needs to be filled, right? So when you consider this, is there's a high probability that even though we are flat today, that flat might happen within this range. So it means that we we went bullish earlier, now we are bearish. So there might be a possibility that we can go back bullish and come back bearish just until there is a change in the fundamental. And like I said, 2:30 p.m. GMT would be a very good time to decide on the right direction. So for now, it's just going to be a waiting time. Because I wouldn't advise anybody to go aggressive. If you want to go aggressive, it's buys. Because for me, I'm still looking at buys. I'm still looking at buys, regardless of the information I've gathered from the fundamental data. I'm still looking at buys. All right. It's gonna be a long, long, long waiting time, man. Let's see what we can get here. So basically, like I said, still waiting for reaction in this area for me to be able to decide if I'm gonna go for the buys. Please, if you are just joining us, I will appreciate if you smash the like button and subscribe if you have not done that already. Thank you very much, guys. If there is any pair you want me to look at, just let me know in the comment section. First of all, let me know what your bias, what you are looking out for on that particular instrument. Then, of course, I will share with you my view, my idea. What? Let's see. Whoa. So 5 minutes looks as if there is a rejection, but of course, I'm not seeing a nice rejection. I want to see something of this sort. You can see previously where we had the buy, or where I had the buy, sorry. Where I had the buy, you can see this nice rejection. So I want to see something like that around this zone. Want to see nice rejection, then of course we can think of going for the buys. So gold is pushing down as expected. Right. So you can see what I said, that I'm not caught up with that buy. Look at the next candle open just in the first 1 minute. It just went bizarre, man. Let's stay in a reliable time frame. Let me just stick to a reliable time frame, man. So we are still dipping further down, just dipping further down, man. So I think the best thing is just to wait for that 2 p.m. or 2:30 p.m. candle. So, but we are still like about 5 minutes away from the 130 candle. We might see some volume coming in during the stock open. So let's hang on tight and see how it turns out to be. Remember, we need to see a rejection for us to go bullish, or it has to break below this level for us to consider the sells. So, but like I said, I'm still positive about the bulls. I'm still positive about the bulls. I'm just still positive about the bulls. So if you take a critical look at the 30 minutes time frame which we are currently on, you realize that the basis for my previous buy, which is this, was as a result of the morning star in a demand zone, right? So this is a 30 minutes time frame, and of course when you have a pattern or your pattern in 30 minutes, it is more stronger than when it presents itself in, let's say, 15 minutes or 5 minutes. So I think gold has gotten to look at that. So just as I said, gold is dipping further, so now it's in the zone I expected, right? So this, at this point, it is just gonna be a matter of watching out for what is gonna be doing within this area. Then of course you would decide on what to do. So if you had followed us, you would have been able to make some, I think, 40 pips, because at the time I assured you guys that gold is going to continue bearish. We were right there. So at least you would have made about 35 pips. That is including spread, like excluding spread, sorry. So no matter how big your spread was, you could have still hit, because it went a total of 40 pips, right? So that was a very clean trade on gold, which you could have taken advantage of. It's Monday, the week is just beginning. That would have been a savior to start the week. All right, so let's check back on this guy. No, 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 don't worry. I want something orange. Yes. To about 2 minutes to go for the new 30 minutes candle to pop open. So gold has dipped into our level as expected. So let me just step up to the hourly time frame. So this is it on gold. All right. So let me share with you guys. This is what I'm seeing. McLister said Grand Rising. What is Grand Rising, please? Can you further expatiate for me? This is it, guys. Basically, I'm not expecting gold to bounce off this point. All right. So one thing traders should understand is there's difference between exit point in terms of take profit and entry point or bounce off point in terms of entry. So in as much as I still have the conviction that there is a probability for price to keep dropping to this level, which is 2014, there is always need to secure the bag as strategic point. That is why I had measured this point to be the exit point for the sell. All right. So now, but in terms of joining the buy, which of course we saw a buy happening previously at this point, I am not convinced about that happening. But I would be more convinced if we have a further dip to this level. That doesn't mean that I'm asking you guys to sell to that point. No. All I'm saying is that you should be patient to see what price does. So I think the new 30 minutes is up. And this is what we have on the on US30. So if I want to be aggressive, trust me, this is where I would be advising you guys to buy. Like you have something of this sort. I buy. What is that, man? If I want to be aggressive, this is what some traders would do. So like race days, because we have rejection here. But one thing you should also understand is this: in as much as we had a rejection, let me do this. So let's see. In as much as we had rejection in the previous candle, mind you, it rejected on both sides. But the reason one would be aggressive in this is because we are more confident in the buys than the sell. All right. So if you want to take this trade, make sure you reduce your position. Make sure you reduce your position because right now the risk is about 63 pips. And first of all, even though our overall target is 38,700 in case there will be volume, right? But our advice that if you are going in, consider this as your take profit. That would be my advice. And if we are to use this as our take profit, so that would be like about 99 pips and risking about 63 pips for stop loss, which for me, I wouldn't be comfortable with this. I wouldn't be comfortable with this because my risk is almost like my target, even though it is more than 1:1. I wouldn't be comfortable. Reason I wouldn't be comfortable is the setup itself. Is the setup itself because now if I take a critical look at the last candle on the 15 minutes candle, this looks like what? A divergence. It also looks like a continuation pattern. Right? Technically. So the best thing I would do in situation like this is to watch out for the lower time frame. I want to see the 5 minutes candle close nicely bullish. Then I'll be aggressive in this buy. For now, I would decide to stay on the bench. In as much I am so expectant of the buys, it is best for me to see some confirmation before I join the buy. And when I have a confirmation, if for example this candle flips and close bullish, at least I'll be able to reduce my stop loss, and my target will be more in terms of profit than what I'll be willing to risk. So this is, like I always say, this channel is not just to give you a potential setup, but to also guide you on how to trade properly if you want to trade successfully as a day trader. So that is my 1 cent on this particular trade. So I'm still going to be waiting before I jump into this trade. I want to see a rejection on the lower time frame. So let me stay on the 5 minutes. All right. So let me see from this. Then all right. So okay, let's look at a buy stop. Let's look at a buy stop. Let's look at a buy stop at, let me see. Okay. Okay. So that will be fine. How much? All right. So this is the setup now. So buy stop at 38,562. Then our take profits is still gonna be this. Let me go up there to see. All right. So buy stop is more appropriate for me. So even so, for us to satisfy our curiosity for the buys, so the best thing to do is to have a buy stop. So we have having 40 pips stop loss, going for 93 pips. So buy stop at this point. So let me show this to you so that you can reference it based on your broker. So look for this pattern on the 15 minutes candle. So the candle next to it, the high of that candle could form where you are looking for the buy stop, so that if the high of that candle is taken out, then we see a probability of price pushing higher with regards to what happened previously. Even if you step down to the lower time frame, which is the 5 minutes time frame, is the same thing that happened. So this is a candle there, got broken, and price short bullish. So we want to base our argument on that concept for this particular trade. So buy stop is much needed. So at the end of the day, if price is actually going to go bearish, then of course you get to be safe because your trade would not be triggered. So this is sometimes how you manage your expectation, especially when you are so strong on a particular direction, so that you don't get fried. Because sometimes what people do is that because they are so strong on a particular direction, they just want to jump into the trade. And what happens if trade is not going to go in that direction? You get to lose some money. And it becomes more painful because you were just so adamant on the direction. And what some people do, they even go to the extent of re-engaging in that particular trade until probably they lose their account, which is not the best. So that is one of the reasons we do this live, to break down things so that it helps us to become a better trader. It's gonna be a long waiting moment. So let me add our usual alert so that if we get triggered, then we know. Still waiting, still waiting. So let's see. We have about 1 minute, some seconds for the new 15 minutes candle. So let's see what's gonna happen. Remember, our buy stop, we are risking 41 pips. So basically 42 pips. And we are going for 93 pips. So that is basically a 1 is to 2 point something risk reward. All things being equal. some few seconds. Okay, so the new 15 minutes candle is out. We're gonna see it push higher. Alright, so let's take this out. Right. Is there any change? It's Monday, so we are still being very patient. Still have about 57 minutes to go. But of course, we'll be expecting volume at 2:30. That is 15 minutes shy of the news. All right. Is this what we're expecting? Is it gonna be about time? Let's see. Yo. So like I said, we have a alert there. So if our trade gets triggered, we will see with this alert, man. Make sure you always trade with the risks you are comfortable with. Very, very important. Still waiting, man. The waiting period is always not fantastic, man. What's going on there? So the previous candle's high has been taken out, but currently it's like the candle is also retracing. But let's see. The lows has not been taken out, but the high has been taken out. So let's see if that high can hold. We have about 9 minutes to go for the new 1 hour candle to pop open. So much of waiting. So much of waiting, man. A lot of waiting, man. A lot of waiting. A lot of waiting moments. Just to see this guy reject and just push, man. So, like I said, I'm still hopeful for the buys. That is why, to be conservative, I just have to have a buy stop right here, expecting that if this high is taken out, which of course our basis was on this previous candle, we had a break, price pushes to the supply to reach rejection point, and of course went flat. So if we have another rejection or another break, sorry, then we should see price push higher, because I'm still confident that we have this range to fill up, at least this range to fill up. So I'm still positive in the buys. See what I told you guys on gold? So imagine we had just said, okay, let's go aggressively into buys. Now we would be feeling so hot, man. You'll be under AC and you'll be feeling hot. So gold has really done well today. I was only able to grab this move in the morning pre-London, just this, which is fine by me. So let's see if it's gonna tap into 2013.90 price level, which happens to be a very nice price level for me, if you ask, for us to see some reaction. All right, so current candle has broke the previous candle's high, breaks its low. So what next? It's giving us the vibe that there is a probability that we might not see our buy stop triggered. But is that the case? We will see in a couple of some minutes. We're still hanging on to our buy stop trade. Like I said, anything sell is out of the radar for me until of course I see price drop, goes below my zone, goes below this level. Alright, because if we take a look at the 1 hour time frame, let's go back to the 1 hour time frame. Right, if we take a look at the 1 hour time frame, below this area is the sell. So we could see a nice drop below this rejection zone. We could see a nice drop happening from that zone into this next demand. So I want to see something below that so that I know that we are clearly out of the buy zone before I can look out to engage for the sell. And of course, if this happens today, that means that I'm not going to have another trade today. I'm going to be waiting for tomorrow so that I can have a better setup. Of course, I was already in this buy. I took this buy. So but not for the love I have for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this live because I'm already done for the day, right? But I'm here to always give out information as much as I can to help the next trader to be better at what he or she does, right? So I'm just telling you guys, if it breaks, it invalidates our buy stop, meaning that we are likely to go in for the sell. But of course, I'm not going to be doing that. I would rather wait for tomorrow, which of course there is going to be a better setup for a nice ride if we go into the sell zone. It is always better to wait for a clean setup and ride it than jump in for a bad setup. Maglista said, I don't say good morning. Every day I wake up, it's a blessing, not a morning. So we greet each other with grand rising. All right, I catch you, bro. I catch you, bro. Catch you, bro. Grand rising to you too, man. So from the look of things on the 15 minutes time frame, we are not looking too good in the bullish direction for now. But we can still rule out the bullish direction until the fundamental confirms that. A minute to go for this current hour candle to close, and we sure would know what's up. So buy stop is still in place. Buy stop is still in place. Still hanging on. So now basically there is a minor demand here, right? So this, what's up? So this area here is a minor demand. So that is basically where we saw rejections previously. So that could be it for this candle. So you can't just rule out the buys at this point in time until there's something very significant to tell us that we are not gonna see the buys before we can actually close the buy stop. Yeah, that is for me. But I don't know what you guys think, but make sure to always trade what aligns with your trading plan. Please, if you have not smashed that like button, I really appreciate if you do so for me, and subscribe if you have not done that already. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. You are my real G. We are looking forward to do a giveaway when we get to at least 500 subscribers. we'll be doing a giveaway. All right, so new hour is up, new 30 minutes candle is up, new 15 minutes candle is up. We had a little bit of a rejection on this minor demand. Is that demand gonna hold? Let's see. Man, you guys, like I said, I'll be more confident for a nice setup at exactly 2:30 p.m. GMT, expecting some volume that is 15 minutes before the news. So let's see if that's gonna hold or not. For the meantime, the buy stop is what we got on the radar. So much waiting. So gold is still, I see a nice support level here for gold. So that is it on the 4 hour time frame, so you can see. So you see what happened, we had a break retest and boom. So this basically looks like the overall demand we should be looking out for on gold. Excuse me. But basically I'm envisaging something like maybe a correction of this level for price to continue shooting down. Maybe a deep a push to retest, then we might see something of sort. All right, so let's stay on this guy. Let's stay on this guy. So depending on how this candle closes, it might be an opportunity for us to look at minimizing our risk, in the sense that if it closes bullish, then it would rather be an entry point where, if considered, then at the end of the day, you might be able to bring your stop loss below or below structure, of course, so that you can end up having a good trade and possibly a good risk reward as well. So hoping it does not trigger before closing. If it does closes maybe somewhere around this area above this trend line, then it might be something I would consider to jump in for a buy. Then at least at that point my risk will be well lesser than this current risk on the buy stop. Oh, Maglista, it's 8 a.m. over there. Where are you joining me from? Where are you joining me from, Maglista? Because it is 2 p.m. right here. 2 p.m. Oh, right, 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 right. You joining me from Kansas City, bro. How is it over there, bro? Yeah, I know. I have my body in New Jersey. Maybe within the year I'll be in US to visit him. Oh, I see. So how are you coping with the weather? A lot of patience going in for this particular trade. Oh yeah, bro. When I'm in New Jersey, I will hit you up. Maybe before then, I will give you an hint. Maybe we can meet up. What a Monday. What a New York session. So we have about 6 minutes to go for this 15 minutes candle to close. Let's see how it closes. That will help us to decide if we still gonna hang on to our buy stop or we're just gonna liquidate and probably sign out and come back tomorrow. It's really a tricky New York session, man. I'm glad I was able to catch this buy, man. Because trust me, if I didn't catch this buy, man, it would have been a long afternoon for me here. All right. So now, if the previous candle's low is taken out, trust me, I would just look at closing the buy stop because I don't want a situation where I have a spike to trigger the buy stop and price drop back into the zone and like probably dance around and you get to babysit the trade and all whatnot. So let's see. If the previous candle's low is taken out, I might consider closing my buy stop. We we have about 5 minutes to go. So this is how the 5 minutes candle looks like. Whoa. About 3 minutes to go. Alright, so let's take a look at this guy. Alright, so let's hang on and see if the buy will take place. So in a couple of some seconds, the new 15 minutes candle will pop open. Let's see, man. Today it's been a very dull day, man. So much patience needed, man. right? So only 15 minutes candle is up. So basically 15 minutes to when I am actually expecting to see some volume. Oh my goodness. Wow. Is that the buy we are expecting? Man, it's been donkey hours, man. Okay, I think we are gradually getting there. So basically on the 15 minutes we have had price reject of this demand, the minor demand here on the 15 minutes. So let's see if the last 15 minutes candles high is taken out, then we still have some chances, bro. Still have some chances. So think let me track it on the 5 minutes so that I could see if there will be opportunity to just go in instantly. Because I would like it if it closes bullish. Then at least I will jump in with a lesser risk. That would be fair enough for me, man. I like to risk little and go for more. So that will still be about 40 pips, but it will be an early entry, which probably if we still have the push, that would be more. That would be an extra thing, extra eight, almost 21 pips extra. And that would be fine, bro. So that would be something of this sort. 117, risking 38. So lesser risk, more reward if price goes in our favor. So some few seconds, about 3 seconds for the new 5 minutes candle. And there, my friend, we would be going aggressive on this particular trade. There we go, bro. All right. So finally, we are going aggressive, risking 38 pips. If we are out, we are out, bro. Man, can't be waiting again, man. So we waited so long. It kind of looks like this zone, this minor demand will hold. So just banking on that to go in for this buy. So you can see our risk has reduced from the 40, I think 41 or so. Now we are risking about 39 pips just, and our target is now more. So at this point, if price goes in our favor, at least we can even opt out at 38,600, which will apparently be about how many pips? 60 pips. So that is where we have found ourselves after so much waiting. Hopefully, it turned out to be a good trade. But if it's a loss, of course, we check it off, come back tomorrow, and we still do the same thing, man. So that is it. So it is time to be patient. So basically, it was a morning star on the 5 minutes. So that is what kind of gave us. No, it's a lower time frame though, but of course we have been waiting for this level to see what's happening at that level. So let's see, and we are just about 6 minutes into the 230 time we were waiting for, and then of course we are in the bar. Is it gonna be a win? Is it gonna be a loss? The market would decide. The market would decide. Let me go for some tea break. All right, so we add some few seconds to the new 30 minutes candle. So let's see what's gonna happen. Already we are in 20 pips, 19 pips. So like I said, I'm expecting volume, guys, at 2:30, and it's just about 2:30. Some few, we are just sitting in 19 pips profit at the moment. Let's see, can we get more? All right, so it is 28 pips, guys. Make sure you manage your trade. We are swimming in some 48 pips. Man, that is massive. Make sure you manage your trade. Make sure you manage your trade. So imagine waiting all this while and we finally see ourselves in some fresh nice profit. It's wonderful, guys. So manage your trade. Make sure you don't close in negative. Make sure you don't close in negative. So that was a quick and awesome trade. Trust me, guys, it was worth the waiting for me. Seeing 38 pips, man, that was a nice and good trade, bro. So it looks like if you did not close, you would be messed up at this point. So that is why I told you guys, make sure you manage your trade. And we were able to see some 38 pips before it finally went against us. So of course not against us because we had secured profit. So that is how it was on this particular trade. And I want to believe you were able to secure some profit as well. So let me know in the comment section what are the lessons you have learned from today's trade. Let me see. Were you able to secure, as at the time I said, secure your positions? Let me know. How many people were able to secure? How many people took some profit from that trade? So that was a good trade, man, if you ask me. After so much of waiting, so much of waiting. But it would have been a better trade if we had come all the way to 38,600, which would have given us 60 clean pips. But of course, we are cool with the 30. I got how many pips? I got 35 pips from my end. But I think we did almost, let's see. From this entry, let me see. From this entry, so you see, from this entry, it did 47 pips. So you see. So you had no excuse to have messed up that trade, man. So that was a good one from my end. And this is basically where I will be drawing the curtain for today. We will be seeing again tomorrow, God willing. We'll be seeing again tomorrow. And of course, now that we are confirmed that price is hitting the sell zone, so then of course we'll be coming tomorrow prepared to catch a better move. We'll be coming tomorrow prepared to catch a better move. Maybe depending on what price does, we might see price range, and maybe it might give us an opportunity for us to do what? Ride even all the way to 3800. Not concluded, but until tomorrow, we will know what to do based on what market presents. Thank you very much for sticking around, and I believe you were able to secure profit. Also believe you learned from today's stream. Until tomorrow, I remain your host, Mr. Wex. Peace.